Hi, welcome back to Joe Blogs. This is day 2 of me learning touch typing and hopefully you learning touch typing as well. So yesterday the recap was that I'm still using mostly these guys, but I'm trying to use all of these guys. And we learned that the F and the J keys are the key ones. You've got to keep your index fingers on those two, and then your other fingers sit on the keys alongside that. And we just started learning to use J and K and L and D and S. So we did 10 exercises yesterday on typingclub.com. So let's get started by diving straight in to exercise 11. So I'm going to have my fingers on F and J and try to remember what I did yesterday. So it's left is L, F, and J is on the right. So let's get going. Oh. Where's S? Don't look at the keyboard, I'm looking at the keyboard. Not sure how you're getting on, but finding this quite tricky the next day to remember which key is where. So it definitely hasn't become second nature after 10 minutes from yesterday. But score of 1,408, 85% accuracy, 13 words per minute. That's pretty slow. Let's improve on that. Here we go. We're now moving on to using A on the keyboard. So A is the little pinky finger on the left and semicolon's little pinky finger on the right. So now I'm going to practice these. Going colon, semicolon, A, semicolon, 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 A, semicolon, semicolon, A. This is pretty easy when you're only doing those two. There's only two things to think about. It's when all of the other letters come into the mix, it gets a bit more tricky. So let's go. Oh. Not sure how you're getting on with this, but I'm finding it quite tricky to remember which letter's which. So how did my score? 1481, similar. The word swimming is quicker, but it was only 2 letters, so it wasn't that difficult. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, oh, now we've got some actual words. Look, ask Dad, all salads fall. So that's, you've got doing some real typing here. Where's any of the letters? Okay. Okay, that wasn't a complete disaster. I was actually getting the hang of it a little bit. I did lose a bit of momentum partway through it, but okay, we've got this game again now, which is always fun. Hey, that was I had my finger in the wrong position there. Ah. It's quite a fun game. I just wish I was a bit better at it. Ah! I missed L. Couldn't remember where L was. Where is L? L's to the right of K. Okay, let's do that again. Right, come on, let's nail it. F. Are you doing this? Hopefully you're doing this as well. And you're realizing how tricky it is with me, because it's just getting that whole concept of not thinking about where the letters are. As soon as you start trying to think about where it's located, it's quite difficult to find it. Okay, looks like we've got another video here. Let's see what they've got to say.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
It's where we go to rest, start our day, and even begin our travels. Did you know that when typing, your fingers also have a home on your keyboard? It's called the home row. The home row is made up of 8 special keys. It starts with A, S, D, and F, jumps over G and H, and keeps going with J, K, L, and stops at semicolon. It's called the home row because it is where your fingers should feel at home when typing.
Okay.
In the home row, all other keys are just a short distance away. As you practice, you will build speed because you hardly have to move your fingers from one key to the next. You see, hunting and pecking at letters makes it harder to concentrate.
That looks like me.
You also type slower and build the wrong muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
The home row is awesome because it helps you know where to place your hands, even without looking at the keyboard. Look, these are the F and J keys. Take both of your index fingers and feel.
We know this, don't we, from the first time? The little bumps are on the F and the J.
Keyboard. Now curve your hands like bear paws and bring your fingers down on the next 3 keys.
Yes, okay, we've done this.
When you do this,
It's good to remind yourself where they're meant to sit, though, because I have to say, when I'm typing, normally before I started this program, I never used the home row. Never had my fingers on those 4 keys.
Anytime you find your fingers traveling around the keyboard while you type, remember to feel for those bumps.
Okay.
F and J.
F and J.
Bring your fingers back to homes.
F and J should be the easiest to type because you're going to have your index finger on those the whole time. Hold the J key while typing this lesson. So holding that down. Okay, so... Oh. So I've got my index finger on the J key and I'm doing this. Even though there's only 3 letters, I keep getting it wrong. Oh, there's another letter now. Oh, there's another letter now. F. Oh. Sorry, I've got to keep holding the J key. It told me off there because I released the pressure on the J key. Okay, I've released the J key now. So I had the J key down the whole time. 11 words per minute. Now that's really slow. Now I've got to hold down the F key doing the other side. Well, I'm right-handed, so I think I find this side easier. I was on for 100% there. So annoying. Okay, so I did better there than in the previous one. I think it's because I'm right-handed. I find the right one a bit easier. So it was 23 words per minute, 97% accuracy. Now type the G using your left index finger. Whoa, now we're moving off the home keys. This is going to be a stretch. So I'll just do a couple of these and then we'll wrap up for today. So let's give the G a go and the H a go. So I'm moving the index finger rather than just leaving it on these keys. So let's practice G and H. Let's go. Even though I'm only doing 2 keys, I'm still getting it wrong. Still haven't a lot. Okay, let's do that again. Let's go. Oh no, I've got other letters to add in now. So I'm actually moving now from G to F, and then H to J. That doesn't feel as bad as I thought it would, actually. Stop looking at the keyboard. Okay. So I feel like I did okay there, but let's do one more go. 90% accuracy. Okay, I'll do this and then we'll wrap up for today. So this is a sort of proper typing. I've forgotten where D is. Forgotten where all of it is. So close to doing really, really well. I thought I was going to do all of it there. Actually, it felt like it was coming together a little bit there. I know it was only 13 words per minute, which is pretty slow. 87% accuracy, but I actually felt like I'm making some progress, that I'm not looking at the fingers. I still was looking a little bit, but I definitely feel like I'm making some progress. Certainly having that home row position isn't something I would do naturally, but I'm getting there. I certainly know where A is, and S, and F and J, and L. I need to make sure I know where K and D are, and I'm not probably going to be using semicolon very much, but G and H, getting used to that jumping around thing. So really productive session today. Hopefully you did it with me, or if you didn't do it with me, hopefully you're going to do it right now. But we're getting there. We've got now 8 letters. So we've got the 8 letters on the 4 here. Well, one of them is a semicolon, plus another 2. So we've got on to 10 keys now. So we're using 10 keys out of the 26 from the alphabet. So we've got quite a lot more to go, but definitely making some progress. Hopefully you've enjoyed doing this with me today. Hopefully you're feeling like you're learning something. I actually felt for a little bit there that I was getting quite excited when I was actually getting it right. And then I got a bit annoyed when I was getting it wrong. As I said right at the start of this whole series, I think it's fun to actually challenge yourself, to learn something, to try something new. And actually, this could be really helpful to me because I use the computer all day. So if I can improve my typing, if I can get to the point where I'm actually typing properly, touch typing, not thinking about it, I know that's going to take me some months. I don't think it's going to be done in a few days, but that will really help me to speed things up. So it's definitely worthwhile. I'm enjoying this experience. Hopefully you're enjoying coming on the journey with me, and I'll see you again on the next video.